welcome. It's another Cobalt's Couch. Figured we'd get this one knocked out of the park with some special guests again. Because we got a race in 2 days and we can't talk about these after the race. So let's start with intros. We have Buttons.
Hello.
We have
Thank you.
Captain Dandoob.
What's up? I'm always here.
Yep. And of course
Very
we have
fancy.
Soul Crusher.
Riptide.
It would have been good to have you in last week because you guys dominated last week. But
last week.
yeah, you guys were killing it. So many points. But anyway, we'll get into that stuff. We'll get into the race and all that this week. Now, I guess. But first, our sponsors. This video is sponsored by. I'm going to do this every day.
Jesus Christ.
God damn.
Celatuga's tropical fruit smoothies. You may have forgotten us, but our smoothies are still here. Kiko Tunes. These are the worst tunes to go with the worst tracks. Epic Z Fighters magnet tape. Bottom Shades Texco. We can't think of anything better. Knee Guy Drift Tires. Let's go sideways. Is this Kami Industries? It always looks like it says Kane. Kami Industries.
Yeah.
We need to fix this logo. Dubious tempered glass. This will just break for no reason. Green neon wrap. That's a Bionicle. Hydrocell. Something to do with water. Reinforced aluminium differentials. Amogus.
Among Us.
Beck Validation Co. Let's see if your track's any good. Speedholics Energy Drink. I somehow missed this. Let's go back to it. Monolith Motors, one of the biggest motoring industries in the Hot Wheels industry, I guess. Motoring businesses in the Hot Wheels industry.
Hot Wheels City.
Yep. Dragon's nitrous oxide equipment. Let's go fast and make that car roar like a dragon. Fusion's performance motor oil. You don't want to know what this shit is mixed with.
Cringe dragon.
64 scale bandits paint and body shop. We're just putting skulls on everything. Sorry, guys. CuraWorks performance brake systems. Our brakes
Let's
work.
go.
Not sure if anything else does. Syndicate tuning shop. Let's get that car all Japanesed up. Yokai chips. Don't eat them. BSB chili beans. Don't eat them. And lastly, we have Rally Monsters Off-Road Performance. Put some big tires on that truck. Yeah, no, we have sponsors. We're actually doing our sponsors now. We've had all these sponsors.
Let's go.
Figured we'd use it for something.
We will have some Riptide ones in the future, don't we?
Yeah, people that are doing liveries for the league and things like that, chuck these on your cars. It's going to make it look fancy. Let's have a look at some low definition screenshots of the results. Street League was on the Wild Riders track. Wildfire track,
Yeah.
sorry. Wildfire Canyon, that's the one. This was... I didn't get to see much of this race. I'll admit, I got taken out early in the race and then made a mistake towards the end of the first lap. And at that point, I was like, I'm not catching up here. So I actually just pulled over and went and had lunch. But Animax won. Yeah, I actually got to see none of the race. I got to hear none of the comms, even though I was there. Dandoob, you were there.
Yeah.
What happened here?
So Gunnar died. So did I. A lot of people died.
We see a Mini Cooper in
Nick was
second
there.
place. That's kind of cool. With RJ.
Yeah, the best British engineering domineering again. Dominating.
Quality. Yeah, so Animax gets his invite to the, what's his name? Oops, I just punched the mic. To
Finale.
the finale for Street League. Dandoob, you are so much more awake than me for all this. I'm just not keeping up.
It's like the afternoon do for me.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. I'm really struggling with words today. So I guess we're going to go on to Xbox League, and Dandoob can take it from here.
So we did Haunted House. Gunnar won, unfortunately. Corporal got second, unfortunately. And Bowser got third, unfortunately.
It looks like, so this looks like Bizor got third in the
Taxi.
Timer Taxi. So he was using the sub car. Oh, he was subbing. He's not on my team.
Fusion.
Yeah. I got told I wasn't needed and to sleep in, so I slept in. wasn't there.
Lol.
Ouch.
Yeah, but look at this. We've got a whole bunch of like Xbox, bunch of PC drivers on here again, which is good to see. PC is just taking over, but Gunner gets his win
RJ is
early
the
in this
fourth.
season.
Yeah, track manga, easy mode engaged. It's such a powerful card.
Sorry, didn't you
but
try
yeah,
Jesco
like-
last season?
I had to. I was forced into it.
Yeah. All right, now the resolution gets lower as we go further. Buttons, were you here for this one? Yes.
Yes, I was.
There you go. You
My
can
name
take
is right
this.
there.
You can take this one.
Okay, so Frost and RMD won this race, which is not very surprising since they got ahead very fast in the beginning. And also Frost held a record before Dasher stomped him. In this race, Dasher actually got killed in the beginning.
Yeah, I was about to say, what happened
And,
to Dasher? He's so far down.
Yeah, he got destroyed in the beginning. Then we have Fedestic in third, which, let's go, my teammate. He got in third. He did super well, even with two boosts.
Fedestic's doing great
in
this season.
track.
He won last week, didn't he?
Yeah. Yes, he did. And then now we have Pickle, which he was using his Audi Sports Quadro for practice, but he subbed in for this race, so he had to use Time a Taxi for Rogues, and he was actually doing better in the Time of Taxi than he was the Audi Sports
Rogues
Quadro.
didn't have
remember-
anyone else?
What?
So Rogues didn't have an extra person?
No,
Oh.
they were all late.
So crazy
We were-
thing, because Rogues isn't a real team, you don't have to use the Timer Taxi to sub for them.
Well, we thought you did, but
Yeah,
he used it
yeah.
anyway, and he did much better with the Time of Taxi.
That's
and
good.
there's me in fifth. Me and Pickle were battling it out throughout the whole race. We were constantly changing positions, and he overtook me in the end, which GG's to him.
Yeah.
Then we have Dasher in sixth, which got killed in the beginning. We have Death Dragon, which he was doing well in practice. So it's good to see him still doing kind of
Sorry
well
to
in the
cut
race.
you off here. I'm just realizing now, this is a Conquerors 1-2, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, that's insane. And I also couldn't help but notice that Power Rocket is there twice.
Yes.
Power Rocket got
Same one
second
too.
up.
Yes.
Man, these Conquerors Power Rockets are going to be conquering all season.
Yeah.
Power
right.
Rocket's just OP.
Look at this. Conquerors have taken off this season. Already got a 22-point lead over second place. This looks bad. This looks like it's going to be an easy breezy season for Conquerors.
But if you notice, 1 through 3rd, the both digits and the points are the same.
Well, I'm also noticing that like 3rd, 4th, and 5th are all 2 points apart. Like that's insane. That's so close. And then
It's really
And then-
tight, except for the first people.
Don't forget the rogues; they're also very close.
yeah,
to
Rogues
the
aren't that
back.
far back. Not a lot of position changes. Fusions are passed up against the pizzeria because
By 1 point.
Treats.
pizzeria.
I'm surprised their rollers aren't higher. They're
They have a shot at bringing. I mean, this was a win for them, right? This is high rollers that won on Xbox, so that's good points.
Yeah.
They just need to keep that
The
up.
thing is, they don't really have a lot of good like PlayStation players. A lot of them are just new. Like
Yeah.
their best players is Ode, and he hasn't been racing since like season 3.
Well, without being,
He's still good. He just
Without-
got
He's
bullied
still
in this
good.
race.
yeah,
He's still good, but that's like one good player when you need 2 for a racetrack.
yeah, but without being rude, we have 5. We only have 5 great drivers on PlayStation, and that's Frost, RMD, Fedestic, Pickle, and Dasher. Like those 5
Yeah,
are
yeah.
just. I'm trying not to be mean about this, but those 5 are far and above better than the rest of the pack. Like we saw last season was all dominated by 4 of those drivers. Fedestic couldn't do anything in his car because it just wasn't cooperating with him. But
What car did he drove last season? What was it?
some
M3.
crappy BMW.
Oh wow, skill issue.
No, that is legit a skill issue.
I mean,
He's doing.
he's doing better in exotics, so I don't know. Like, I guess
I
the
think
car
he's just-
isn't compatible with him.
Yeah,
Simple
I
as that.
think so.
He got
It's
very
also not
unlucky. He got taken out in every race last season.
Yeah, and it's not an easy car to handle. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
But now he's in exotic. It's a smooth car. It's a slower car, but it's such a smooth ride that he's able to perform, which is good to see. But yeah, so unfortunately, with 5 drivers that are just in a different league to the rest of the drivers on PlayStation, and 4 of those are among 2 teams, like it's a bit of a unfair advantage for, I believe it's Conquerors and Fusions that have those top drivers.
There is no fairness in competition, Cobalt. No fairness.
Hey, I still place fairly high.
No, I'm not saying you're a bad driver. I'm just saying that those are phenomenal drivers. Those are great drivers. You're a good driver, and unfortunately, the gap there is just a bit too much. But hey, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Winner.
It's still doable.
I really
Get out there and
want
win.
I mean,
Motivation.
that's just kind of nerf with the S2K. Not because the S2K is a bad car, it's because it keeps dying on them for some fucking reason.
Yeah, for some reason the physics on the S2K has changed since season 2, and it's just causing like problems and jumps and stuff. Where the S2K, if it even if it lands correctly, it will just jump from the track.
Yeah, but it always does it.
He's like, I think he's just holding back this season. He's like, I want to, but someone else have it.
It's like you're landing flat with a twin mill, and the twin mill does a double barrel roll out of a sudden.
That doesn't happen with me more often. Like, Dasher legit enters a turn and decides to go motorcycle mode engage.
Yeah, you should have seen it in practice. Like, he wouldn't even touch walls, and then suddenly his car would just flip
I see.
or just do a 360.
All right, let's have a look at Acceleron.
Oh no.
What a surprise. Kamikolo won again. We're going to have... Is this guy going to sweep 12 races or what? And that's it. You get this one driver
BHR
just figures
podium.
it out. Yeah, BHR podium. Ty is a great driver. Good pickup for BHR. Miku with a very good second place. This was close. This was
really close, especially the top 7.
Yeah, it was insane. Anyone could have had it. Huge points for Lucky Strikers getting in with 2nd and 5th. Obviously, more points for Neostorm getting in 1st and 4th. I
think Neostorm got 25 points.
Yeah.
Points. No, they got 1st and 3rd.
10.
No, Ty and Power Pipes got switched. Power Pipes is actually 3rd place, and Ty is 4th place.
Oh.
Yeah. Neostorm got 26 points out of this.
I don't recall hearing anything about that. I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, that's why I'm correcting it. Lucky got 22. Riptide got 15 points. We got like the 3rd most points, and then I think it was 8 points for Wildfire. And
like you guys finished 2nd and 3rd last week, and then dropped to 6th and 7th this week. At least you're sticking together.
Well, in the trainings we were always on the podiums, but in the real race we kind of underperformed. But everyone in the, I would say, top 7 was contender for winning this track.
Yeah, this was such an intense race.
Yeah, it was.
And because there was, I believe, was it collisions off?
It was collisions off.
Yeah. So it was, everyone was like really on top of each other.
Dude, that was so sweaty.
I'm so hyped to watch the race. Like, I'm not editing this one, so I haven't seen it yet. But I'm so hyped to watch it.
You're gonna see a firework of crazy maneuvers and lots of overtaking and.
Well, this is the first no collision race in the league, like in the history.
Yeah,
of the league.
and people are deeming this the most sweatiest race ever so far.
It was really sweaty doing practice stuff.
Even the practices were so sweaty, it's crazy.
Yeah. I'm so glad I wasn't part of this one. I did some practice on it, and my car just doesn't have the speed for this track. Because like Miku asked me like 20 times to do this race, even though I kept saying no, my car cannot do this track. You do not want my car on this track, no matter what I'm doing in it. Doesn't matter if I put in 50 hours. I'm not completing this track in under a 2:05 per lap. And so last minute, he spent like all that morning before the race, or all that day before the race, practicing, and then just dove into it, and it worked.
Miko even had a little meltdown when we were doing the last practice on the last day. Like, Miko didn't want to join.
And
Yeah.
that actually gives him his finale invite, and he was angry about that because it means that like he's upset that he didn't come first to get his invite. He doesn't want to pass
Yeah.
down.
Miko is kind of, the professionalism is, or I would say perfectionism is one of his greatest flaws.
Especially now that it's his team. Like he wants to represent his team. But I don't know. It's going to be rough this season. Power Pipes and Kami are two just very strong drivers, and
They are very strong drivers.
we saw that last season. We saw them dominating last season, especially towards the end when Power Pipes kicked off in the last few races. And yeah, I'm quite fearful of seeing what they can pull off this season.
Yeah, they are really both really strong drivers. I mean, Kami on a 24 hours,
Yeah,
I want to say, he has become, like everyone else, a meta slave. I mean, I'm in a meta car. Everyone is sitting in a meta car right now. Like, there's one in PC that is... No one is doing the off-meta, guy.
Nobody's doing off-meta in PC. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, Cobalt, I'm not counting you right now.
Bubble 1 meta, let's go.
Okay, 99%.
No, you're right. Bubble 1's meta, let's go.
Look, 99% are meta.
You heard it here, guys. Mobile 1 and Boom Car are meta, according to Soul Crusher.
Yeah, the best meta car. Let's go.
Oh, and the Mini Cooper. Is the Mini Cooper meta?
Again, 99%, and then there's this little 1%.
Everyone except for Lucky Strikers is playing meta.
Yeah, this just makes me want to see what the meta is going to be like in the second game.
You have to agree with me here, man. Just don't turn my words around.
We're going to tell your words around, so
people are using meta cars. Soul's in Night Shifter, though. Smoke, I mean. Smoke's in Night Shifter.
Smoke. Mm.
And I don't know if I consider Twin Mill meta. Like, yes, it was in Season 1, but it has fallen off since.
Mobile 1 is definitely the meta, though.
Like, the Legendary
No.
Twin, like, the Legendary
Shut up, guys. I'll kick your ass with it.
Like, really strong.
It's strong.
If you mean kick both our asses like you did in the second race.
It is definitely
that wasn't you!
If you use it correctly. And in all the trainings, Dan Murison was in the top 3 with his Twin Mill.
He's a phenomenal driver. You should last week with Snakes at Rest, he should have come second. There's no reason he shouldn't have been second. He was so far ahead, and then his car just turned around.
Yeah, no. It was not his car that turned around. That's what I'm gonna say. What I witnessed. I think he had a brain fart.
I don't know. I've edited that so many times, and he lands the jump and goes to turn, and then it just does a 180 on the spot.
Yeah, but he lands the jump in a 45-degree angle, which turns his car. The only thing he should have done was straighten out his car, and then he would have not died there. But even Dan Murison knows this. He even told me, so I don't know what happened there, but my body did not react. His brain was telling him, barrel, straighten out car, but his body was not reacting to the commands.
I just realized Lucky Striker's moved up. So Lucky Striker's moved up. Yeah. Riptide's moved down.
Come on, Riptide, you can do it.
It depends on who they send in, but we might see. If Neostorm keeps sending Kami in for their races, they're going to sweep. But if they start sending in other drivers and give Kami a week off every now and then they might drop down in some points because everyone's still close. Riptide's still right behind.
I don't know why Shubi's doing this, but this is the second time that Shubi is taking points off you guys. I'm always calculating the points, and I'm like, hey Shubi, BHR has 1 point more. 1 point more. The second time now.
I don't know. No idea.
They just want the team, kill the team.
Shubi's overworked. He's taken over the whole server and the whole league without me.
I know.
So
that's why I'm helping him.
Yeah. All right, let's have a look at next week. Next week we are on Fusion Dance. Do we know who Fusions are sending in?
Dasher and Dragon on PlayStation.
Oh yeah, I believe.
Oh yeah, Dasher's gonna want to put himself in. Yep. I think it's me and Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte with the bar
on
this track. Oh no.
Maybe
I feel
Miku
so
should
bad
do it.
for-
Maybe, like, I don't know, might be something to discuss with Dasher. Because Dasher just seems to have just selected people just to give everyone a turn, not actually, like, gone based on tracks. So we'll see how we go on the day.
No,
But I think that's who he selected.
apparently no one is showing up. So, like, no one on Xbox is apparently showing up to the races.
Oh yeah.
Wild. Conquerors. Do we know who they're
With
sending?
the wrong logo.
With
Yeah.
the wrong logo.
Yeah, I know
haven't
Johnny's
updated
not racing for Conquerors this week.
Okay, so that's RMD and Frost again. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's a strong duo. Xbox. Probably
Just
Corp.
imagine power pipes. Corp and power pipes.
Yeah,
never
that's
knew.
like who you want to send in. Power pipes. This
the
is
double
kind of an
power
endurance
rocket.
track. Isn't Street Creeper good for endurance races?
But it depends. It depends if it has lots of straights or if it
Yeah,
has lots
yeah.
of turns.
Yeah.
Like Street
It has
Creeper
lots of
doesn't like
straights.
turns.
It has lots of straights. The track.
Okay.
Street Creeper might be the pick here. Like it'd be probably a really good shot for Alias as an individual to be on this track. But we'll see how we go there.
No.
Someone should probably like hit up RMD and be like, put Alias in. Next we have High Rollers. Gunner's gonna put himself in, of course, because it's Gunner, and he made this track, so he's gonna know the track.
I think Sonic Primus for PlayStation is gonna play for High Rollers and Ode as well.
Sonic Primus is a good pick here for his car. Like you want Rocket Fire here.
Ode is just the best PlayStation driver right now, so like
Yeah.
Yeah, they should put him.
For some reason, Smarty has not been showing up and stuff when he was supposed to.
With Batman Rebirth, do we know? I know nothing about this car other than it has like 5 pips and handles nice. What's its like top speed like? It looks like the Xbox side of this team has like a bad time for a long straight endurance track. Trackmonger isn't good for straights because it's like the tops out too early. Same with Formula Flashback and Night Shifter don't really have the best top speed. Courier Works. Do we know who's racing? We have inside guys.
Gore has been training, so I'm gonna say Gore. Also, Bones and Fadistic is like their best players, so I'm gonna say Bones and Fadistic.
We don't know King's schedule yet. King is trying to work out through his schedule, so we don't know if we're gonna send him out or not.
Yeah, I mean these are like good drivers for Xbox. Like you can't really go wrong here.
I just heard
like you
that
definitely
Maurice
want bread.
Yeah, I heard like rumors that Maurice doesn't want to race. It's kind of
rough. Yeah. He was kind of like that last season too. I was actually surprised he came back into it.
Yeah.
The pizzeria. I haven't updated this logo either.
It's on PlayStation. It's gonna be me and MJ because we're like the only 2 PlayStation drivers who know how to drive.
Yep.
As for Xbox, personally, I just want to put in Swore and RJ in there because they're big boy boost go burr.
Big boy boost go
what about
burr.
Den? Den's in Rocket Fire. You want Rocket Fire on this track?
We don't have Den anymore. We have Whompy. I'm also considering Whompy because that Riptide power, and he's also in the Jesco.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
He's in the Jesco, so he could survive a lot of Xbox bullshit.
You know what happened to Jumpy? He's like, so I have done a mistake. I shouldn't have taken to Jesco. It's turning me. Like the Jesco's infecting his mind. It's taking over.
And then
the
these guys will just go based on seeding. So let's go inside DOS. What is happening? Does anyone know what's happening for Wildfire on Hall of Legend?
I think it's going to be Bullock and Mickey. Or maybe even Velox Cheetah, because I see Bullock is training a lot with us.
Oh, yep.
I've seen sometimes Mickey, and probably Cheetah. Those 3. I don't know about the others right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
I love seeing Veloxy Cheetah race. They're so enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
Is it? Probably really.
Cool. Syndicate. Joda's going in. Who's going with him?
I think it's going to be Gambler.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's go, Gambler Silver.
I haven't seen everyone else.
Cool. Riptide. All right, give us the inside goss. This doesn't come out for 2 weeks. It's fine.
Nah, it's all good. I'm training a lot, but I'm not racing. Jumpy is also not racing because we got the first 2 races and we want to give others a chance. So this is definitely Happy Eye, the Flash. He is getting really good times. He's very fast, top 3 driver, 100%. And his partner could be Affix or Brad.
I
Like Happy
really
said,
do want to see Wile E. Coyote on here.
Yeah, Wile E. Coyote or Brad. One of those are going to race.
Cool. BHR.
Let's go.
You know, strangely, I have like no information here on BHR. I think they've since I've actually joined another team, they've kind of shut me out on their like plans. This is probably going to be Ivan because it's a Sunday. Ivan races Sundays. As for the other one, I think it could be anyone. Like I just don't know. Maybe Igor? He hasn't been in yet.
According to the trainings I have done with BHR and with Syndicate and the others, I always see Norton, Shuby, and Ty. So those 3 are always racing with us. I haven't seen Ivan once.
Okay.
But he could join. I don't know. Maybe he's like, "Hey, surprise, guys!"
Might be doing private training.
Oh, I forgot Star. Star also did train with us, and he's not a battle.
Not a bad. What do you mean?
All right, Neostorm. Do we know who they're sending? Is it just Kami and someone else? Or
well, like from the intel that I have, I heard like it's Akira and probably Garnables.
Okay, that's
like it could be Akira Garnables, but yeah.
This is an easier track, so it's good.
And I heard Akira's doing really well, so yeah.
All right, Lucky Strikers. Sorry, Dandu, I'm taking this one away. Actually, I only know one of the drivers for this, which is me. I'm definitely going to be making my Acceleron debut on this track.
Nice.
This is one of the few tracks I actually do well on with Boomcar. Like, Boomcar is quite okay on this track.
Even with 12-man collision on, that's...
With collision, it's a bit scary. With collision, I'm a little concerned. But also, like, if there's a shot for me to do well, it is this track. If I don't get run into, I can podium.
Okay, good.
Apparently your partner's going to be Gunner.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
That's what I said.
I'm calling it now. I'm going to get taken out by either Gunner or Norton.
A team kill. Okay, I see. I was expecting Miku to be here because Miku is super fast on this track.
I think Miku should be on the track. It's a great track for track manga. But like, there's so few tracks I can do this season because of my car. That I kind of need to be in. As for Gunner, I'm not sure. I guess he's just got a lot of practice and he hasn't raced yet.
Like I was really guessing it's Miku and RJ because those are really like training every day with us.
Yeah, I do my training in isolation. I do my training.
You should join us when we do it, but I don't.
You guys train at like 4 a.m., my guy.
Oh yeah, it's your time. Yeah, sorry, time zones and stuff.
Yeah. So I cannot train with you because I have to sleep.
Yeah, you have to move, man. You have to get to Europe or America. God damn it.
No, I'm moving 2 hours back, so I'm going to be in the same time zone as Chase.
Cobalt, man, you have to move out of Austria. I mean Australia. Austria.
Austria.
Don't worry, I'm quite happy not being in Austria. No. I'm not moving international. I have kids and stuff. I'm looking to visit and do stuff next year. I'm hoping to head up to Florida for Hot Wheels Legends Tour next year. But it just depends on finances. But yeah, that'd be a really cool one.
Wait. Is it during the summer, the Legends Tour, or when is it?
Usually.
Yeah, it's like around May, June.
I might be able to go.
Cool.
Depends.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to do Florida for it, just because I know people in Florida, like through this and through other things. And I think that's
NMX.
That's the one that. That's the one that JC goes to and everything. I mean, JC probably hits a few. And I think Shuby's not too far from there. Yeah, I think one of the key things is I want to be as close as possible to Shuby when I go over so I can meet Shuby. I like Shuby. If Shuby's like, oh no, I actually live in this state and this will be my closest Legends tour, I'll probably just do that one. But
okay. I thought you would visit Animax. He's living in Florida.
I mean, if I'm going to Florida, I'll visit Animax. But if I'm
Yeah.
if Shuby's somewhere else, I'll go to somewhere else. But I want to do Legends Tour. Seeing people is a side thing.
I think some of the PlayStation guys are also planning to go to the Legends Tour next year.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so
I might go to the one.
I think that's the last team, right? Yeah, it is. That's pretty much everything we have here. We've discussed last week. We discussed next week. Who do we think is winning Hall of Legend?
Andre.
It's hard to
He's
say.
not even playing Hall of Legends.
But I think Happy Eye has a really good shot in winning. Happy Eye.
Yeah. I'm just gonna vote for BHR, my favorite team.
I'm gonna say it's Cobalt. Come on, Cobalt, pull a win, pull the dubs.
Oh man, I don't think I'll win, but I'm keen to do. If I don't get wrecked, I don't see myself making a mistake with the laps I've been doing. But if I don't get wrecked by someone else, I think I can do good. I don't know about winning though. I can't beat Calm this time, obviously, but.
I always say, as long as you land somewhere in the top 7, you're fine. Top 7 is always good.
I'm aiming for top 6. But I think, this is the one chance that Boomcar has to do well all season. The other one is the Lucky Strikers track, and it's too easy to make mistakes on.
That's true.
And also the Neostorm track, it can do well on. If I don't make it, it's an endurance race, as if I'm not going to make a mistake. In 4.5 minutes, I'm not for 3 laps. I can't do it.
Don't forget the skill check near the end of the track, which might get you everyone else.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to forget, and then it catches you.
Because it's such a long lap, you forget about it by the time you get to it. Yep. And as for we have the other tracks. Where are they? Fusion Dance. Who's winning it for PlayStation, and who's winning it for Xbox?
Obviously, Coreworks, but okay. So who I want to win? Obviously, Coreworks or Fidestic or me, but who will probably win? Frost, since during practice he was usually ahead.
I have a feeling it's Conquerors. Yeah.
And then for Xbox.
Xbox, I don't know. I will say again, Coreworks, Bread, Gore. Come on, guys, give us the win. You guys can do it. I believe in you.
If some of the PC people are there, then I'm rooting for those. I don't know the teams, but could be
honestly, I think Corp's going to probably be able to take this one too. His car's just really good for it with the extra boosts. Anyway, thank you for joining me, guys. It's been a nice, relatively short one compared to some previous couches lately. We will see you all next week, and also for the races this weekend. Hey, Dandu.
Yeah.
Dandu, if I tell you right now I'm still recording, what do you think the reason for that would be?
Riptide!
Finally! I was really, really hoping Dandu would figure it out before you. But he got there eventually. That only took a minute.
It works.
You think Shuby's here of his own free will? That guy would have run by now if he had the opportunity. Okay. So, shocking thing. I started recording ages ago. Welcome to another Cobalt's Couch. I didn't even prepare these guys. You know how much I didn't prepare these guys? I wasn't even sharing my screen. I just realized I fucked up when I start over.
Nice.
Very good, Cobalt. Very good.
Classic Cobalt.
Classic.
Classic couch. Let's go.
Hey, now I can see the screen.
I just noticed you're in the fucking...
new one for this season.
Oh, the boom car.
Man's about to get shot out. Let's go.
Wait,
that's really good.
Wait, Cobalt, is that your Fusion's Audi
it is.
Livery in the back?
Yeah.
You should play more Fusions, and
Should.
Yeah, Fusion Dance is gonna be very chaotic. You should join that race.
I fucking hate Fusion Dance.
Me too, bro.
Fusion Dance.
I need to fix this up. Putting this all on. Cut soul off.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh no.
All in the right spot. God damn it! I just hit record for the new recording.
Are you kidding? The timing.
All right. For once, it's not Dandy. We're waiting to get. Welcome. It's another Cobalt's Couch. I know we're all excited for these. Should I just be in slideshow mode? Let's do slideshow mode. Easy.
Ooh, fancy.
Ooh, it's full screen now. Should have started with that. Fuck it, we'll restart.
Oh, leave it in.
Yep, there's another started recording with leave it in.